Let's begin with talking about why financial markets seems to be such an elitist subject.
Yeah, it's true. And I think the reason is quite simple. It is in the best interest of the people in the financial markets to keep them quite elitist, to keep them quite puzzling for many people so that we keep giving them our money and we get confused so that they make a lot of money out of us. So I think it's a very, very simple reason, actually.
Oh my goodness, you're making me scared.
Yeah.
I mean, I just went to go and see The Wolf of Wall Street over the weekend, which I know we were just chatting about off air. Is it that bad?
I mean, scary stuff. I mean, if you look at The Wolf of Wall Street, those are the traders and whatever. So there are still other guys who do investment management who are quite calmer. They don't do the scary stuff that traders sometimes are known to do. Yeah. So it's not as bad as that most of this time.
All right. So, I mean, you were there. You were a former banker. I mean, you worked for two of our major banks here in South Africa. And you think financial markets can teach us something about life?
Yes.
So I want to hear what the lesson is. What can they teach us about life?
I mean, financial markets are quite interesting for me because if you study them long enough, you realize that one of the most fascinating life lessons you could learn from the financial markets, in fact. And in the book, I talk about the bull market, which just means, you know, things are going well, and the bear market means things are going bad, you know, the simplest way. But if you look at the financial markets, you realize that even if you're going through a really tough time, you know, you realize that all trends eventually end. So there's no recession that lasts forever. So if you're going through a personal recession, you always can be comforted by the fact that that trend will also pass. So financial markets are the best to teach us about life, in my view. Yeah.
So I mean, is that your analogy of a bull and a bear market? That sometimes things are good and sometimes things are bad, but there'll always be that shift. There'll always be that change.
Absolutely. That's the analogy I use. And it's based on that. It's based on the fact that bear markets don't really last forever. So, you know, if you're really having tough time in your life, and I've watched markets for a very long time, and you realize that when people are quite excited and people are happy and they think that everything is going well, even that can pass. So we need to be prudent all the time in our lives. So that's definitely the analogy I'm using.
Yeah. The other thing you talk about are share prices, and that they go up and they go down, and they go up and they go down, and that people shouldn't panic.
Yes.
Because I suppose that's the thing. I mean, you watch your share price every day thinking, oh, I better sell. I better sell. Okay, it's going up. It's going down. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? So, I mean, you know, this is one of the most complicated things is to stay calm.
Yes.
But how do you do that when this is your money you're watching?
The first thing is don't watch share prices every day.
Oh,
it just doesn't work.
Okay.
If you're going to get into the stock market, you just have to realize that it's for the long haul. So watching share prices every day, it's just one of the most stressful thing ever. And you can't get into the stock market because you're looking for some returns next week or 2 months down the line. You should look at the long haul. So for as long as your strategy is fine, for as long as you know what you want in the long haul, you'll be fine. Just like in life. You know, in life you have your long-term goals, but life hits you hard. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down. But as long as you're focused on the goal, you should stay calm and realize that you are in this for a long haul.
So you're saying that it's just one big gamble.
No.
It is or isn't? Because that's something you do say in your book.
Yeah.
Is that at one point you say that it's a gamble. What do you mean by this?
So I don't put it as a gamble. I actually say, you know, Warren Buffett says the stock market is designed to take the money from those who are not patient to the one who are patient.
Yes.
So people who get in as a gamble, those are the ones who are hit hard.
Okay.
Because they try and speculate. So they look at the market and try and make sure, is it going to go up, is it going to go down, and they try and get in and they speculate. And that's that's the best thing you can ever do with the financial markets. You must get in there, stay with it, stay with your dream, stay with your goal, because in the long run, in financial markets, particularly the stock market, has always been proven that in the long run it gives amazing returns.
Really?
But many amazing returns. I mean, there's no other market that can really do as well as the stock market in the long run. But many people, because they are not in things for the long run, they want quick fixes, quick money. They want to say, when can I beat the market? You can't beat the market. Just get in and chill.
Okay. I just want to talk to you about the currency before I let you go, because I think a lot of people have been despondent this year, seeing the performance of the rand.
Yes.
You're not that despondent, though, are you?
No, I'm not, because the rand will get up again like it usually does. The rand has taught me a lot about resilience. There was a time in 2001 when the rand was 13 rands 84 to the dollar.
Yeah.
It's getting scary now at around 11 rands to the dollar, even more. But you know what? It will bounce back again. It always does. Just like in life, if you're going down, you always have to learn from the rand. Bounce back, just like the rand always does.
All right. Bulls and Bears, life lessons from the financial markets. How to be the chief executive of your own life. Siphiwe Moyo, our guest here on Morning Live, talking about these markets. Now, if you want to get hold of Siphiwe, all you have to do is visit his website. That's siphiwemoyo.co.za, and you'll be able to. He's a professional speaker now, no longer in the markets.
No.
You left. Why?
I left because I find people more fascinating than the markets. Okay. So I'm in the speaking world now.
All right, so you're in the speaking world
Sure.
now. Good. Enjoy it. Thanks for being our guest. Very
Thanks,
interesting.
Leanne.
All right, let's take a look at the market indicator.